Richard in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Welcome. Great to have you. Here's a great, great golf course community in Coeur d'Alene. I've been out there. Gaza Ranch. It's one of the most beautiful places you could go in Idaho. How are you doing, Richard?
Fine. How are you, Rush?
Fine and dandy. Great to hear from you.
Hey, I just got to tell you, you're the only daily health supplement I take. Since I started listening to you, I have not been sick. This memo shows us exactly who the Democrats are. The American people voted. They made their choice for president known. Hillary and the Democrats tried to steal it from us.
They still are. That's exactly right. That's why some people have referred to this as a silent coup. Others have had other terms for it. But there's no question that the establishment has been trying to overturn a duly elected election by claiming that it was rigged, by claiming that it was the result of cheating by virtue of Trump conspiring with Vlad Putin. And the more we know, the more we see that there was any conspiring with Russians. It was the Hillary campaign and the Obama Department of Justice. One of my favorite observations about all this has come from Mark Stein. He said, we've got everything in this story except Russians. There aren't any Russians in the Trump-Russia collusion story. Where are the only Russian is that overweight guy, Kislyak, the ambassador. And the only thing known about this guy, he has lunch every day with people. Aside from him, where are the Russians in this? Well, we know where they are. They were talking to Christopher Steele. But no, you're absolutely right out there, Richard. That clearly an attempt to nullify a duly constituted presidential election because the Democrat Party was dissatisfied, shocked, stunned, with disbelief in the outcome. We'll be right back here, folks. 200,000 new jobs in January, 180,000 expected. Unemployment rate remains 4.1%. Wages are skyrocketing. An average increase 3.6%, which is huge as an average. Economic news just continues. They go through the roof. Ford is announcing that the SUV that they sell that costs $90,000, they can't make them fast enough. Cannot make $90,000 Lincoln SUVs fast enough. That's not going to please the climate change environmentalist wackos. Steve in Boise, Idaho, great to have you. You're next. Welcome to the program, Open Line Friday.
Oh, hi, Rush. How are you?
I'm doing very well, actually. Thank you very much. How about you?
I'm doing good. Just had a question now that that memo's been released. Just want to get your thoughts on the impact it'll have on Mueller and his investigation. You think it'll change anything going forward?
Nah, not going to change a thing. Not going to slow Mueller down. Mueller's not going to give it up. Mueller's not going to say, you know what? They've found out the truth. They've exposed us. It's over. No. Special counsels never go away without getting somebody. Somebody is going to be charged with something. They're not going to spend all this money and spend all this time and at the end of the day say, you know what, we didn't find anything that we can charge anybody with. That's not what they do. When you get a special counsel, you are guaranteeing that somebody's going to be indicted. Let me draw that. Not guaranteeing somebody's going to be indicted. You are guaranteeing that at minimum, a recommendation is going to be made to the Department of Justice that somebody be indicted, or Mueller might. But this memo today reveals the unsavory nature of the pursuit of Trump-Russia conspiracy. Mueller long ago gave that up because there isn't any. There wasn't any, and there isn't any evidence. What Mueller is focusing on now is obstruction of justice. Did Donald Trump Jr., did Hope Hicks, conspire to hide facts from that meeting with the Russian honeypot, Veselnitskaya, who came to the Trump Tower to talk to Trump Jr. Supposedly they were peddling dirt on Hillary, but they weren't. They just used that to get the meeting. She was really seeking influence on the Maginski Act, which has to do with the adoption of Russian citizens. But that is another whole Russian conspiracy designed to influence American legislation. And the way they got the meeting was to call Trump Jr., tell Trump Jr. via email that they had some dirt from the highest levels of the Russian government on Hillary. And Trump Jr. said, well, hell yeah, we'll listen to that. They had the meeting, and it turned out the meeting was totally under false premises, and Jared Kushner left the meeting in like 30 seconds. And now the controversy is that Hope Hicks supposedly said, nobody's going to ever see these emails. And so now we're being told that they're pursuing Hope Hicks and Trump Jr. for obstructing justice. The Mueller is long ago, we're pretty sure. I mean, I can't say this with dead certainty because I'm not on the team, but it appears that finding evidence of Trump colluding with Russia, there isn't any, so they're looking at obstruction. And Mueller is going to name somebody. I guarantee after all this time, all these investigators, 16 pro-Hillary lawyers, all this money, and to end up with a report that says, you know what, we couldn't find anything wrong. Mueller will not get out of the office intact if that happens. So you better brace yourself. Somebody's going to get charged with something here. Now, there was a story at The Atlantic. The Atlantic is a very radical left-wing rag. Some people might think it's not radical, but regardless, it's the left has become radicalized. I forget the name of the writer, but he wrote a piece that was designed to kind of bring the readers back off the ledge. He said, I guarantee you, Donald Trump will not be indicted by Robert Mueller. Robert Mueller will not indict Donald Trump. It isn't going to happen. Presidents don't get indicted. That's not the way this is going to go down. Do not expect Trump to be indicted. Ain't going to happen. And that may very well be true, but what if Trump Jr. is? Or what if he tries to indict Hope Hicks? They're going to try to get somebody. They have to get somebody after all this time and money. Even if there's nobody to get, they're going to get somebody. It's the nature of the beast.